Is the city of Palm Desert as good or as bad as people say it is? We're going to be taking a look at some online reviews of the city, and as a local, I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion of these reviews. It's going to be a good video. My name's Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Alrighty, here we go. But before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in learning about the Palm Springs area on a weekly basis. Come on, you got to do it. So this is going to be a fun video. Okay, I actually got this video idea from another realtor in a different state, and I'm like, this is genius. So we're on niche.com, and we're going to look at some of these reviews. We're going to look at the terrible ones and the good ones. And that's one thing I love about my channel is I tell you the good and bad about living in Palm Springs. I don't want to just be like some car salesman and be like, the car is great, as like, it has a flat tire and, all the other things that could go wrong with the car. So I'm not a big like mechanical person. So let's take a look at the bad reviews first, but I want you to stay tuned to the very end of the video for the good reviews, because I'm going to tell you, are they just blowing smoke or is it actually truth? Is the city as good as people are saying? So let's look at the first bad review. My resort-oriented town stands out in terms of employment opportunities. There's a very distinct season where restaurants, hotels, retail, grocery stores will hire or not. When it is not the season, I like the little quotes there, employers will not only stop hiring new employees altogether, they will likely have to let a few existing employees go. Those that are lucky enough to have a job and keep it will notice a big difference in hours worked, meaning a smaller paycheck and unfriendly competition between coworkers. I actually think this is a very good review, and I would say a lot of this is truth. The desert still has a season in an off season. Okay. I remember when I went with my family, my parents bought a house in Maine and we went to Kennebunkport, and it was like, we went in the winter time, and I'm like, why are all these stores and restaurants shut down? And they're like, well, it's a seasonal town. And I don't think the desert's that extreme, but it is true. I noticed some restaurants, okay, in the summer months, the food's not as bad. Or not as good. I don't know where their good chef goes in the summer. He probably goes back to Oregon or Washington, like where maybe some of you are from. But if you're coming to the desert, and trying to find employment, I think it's hard because the largest employers here in the desert or industries are going to be agriculture. Okay. We're like one of the number one producers for fruits and vegetables in Riverside County. The second's going to be education. There's lots of school districts, so that could be a great place of employment. And then the retail industry. And I'd also say like hospitalities, all the resorts, all the hotels. So if you're not one of those, jobs, or if that's not one of your career paths, it's going to be hard to find a job out here because it is a resort kind of town. And, a lot of our revenue and income comes from snowbirds and a lot of you guys watching buying second homes out here. I mean, yes, I think more people are relocating here because the affordability, but I still think we don't have enough in terms of like good opportunities of employment, especially for younger people. So this is actually a good, honest review. The next, okay, Palm Desert is okay. By the way, I haven't read these reviews, so I hope we don't run into scandalous things, but let's get a little edgy here on my PG channel. Palm Desert is okay when it comes to the mountain views. Okay? All right, look at this drone shot I filmed right here. I don't think it's just okay. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, Palm Desert has some beautiful Santa Rosa mountains. Okay, weather-wise, it is very, very hot. You got two varies there. The air conditioner is on 24/7, and the worst thing about Palm Desert is the racial discrimination. If you are not white, do not move there. Okay, hold on. Let's first tackle the first thing they said here. Yes, it is hot here, okay? But the heat is going to be really June, July, August, September, okay? The summer months, the average temperature, you could Google it, is maybe 103, 104, around there. When it's dry outside, it's actually not that bad. Now, in late August, it could be 115 for a few weeks, and it's brutal. But the good thing about living here is I could get to the beach in an hour and 40 minutes. I can be in Newport Beach or Laguna Beach with my family with our toes in the sand. So for me, it's worth it. But if you really hate the heat, don't plan on living here during the summer and just keep this as a second home for you. I tell all my clients from YouTube to stay here. I don't know what the was. Stay here through the summer if you're planning to relocate locate here so you could really see if the desert is for you or not. Now, racial discrimination, I don't know what they're talking about, and you might be like, well, because you're white. But no, this isn't true. I've had neighbors of all walks of life. I mean, even the neighborhood I'm in now, there's people from all different ethnicities. I mean, this isn't like Alabama or the deep South, okay? We're in California, which is a very like accepting, and it's a more liberal leaning place to be, okay? So I don't know. And by the way, me even saying that, there's people in Palm Desert that are conservative and liberal, but you know what? People tend to get along because we're here for the weather, you know? So it's like we're here for the lifestyle. People are here to connect, play tennis, pickleball, and enjoy life, you know? So this whole thing about if you're not white, don't move here. I'm sorry that person had a bad experience, but this hasn't been, and I even have friends that are different ethnicities, obviously, here in town, and that hasn't been the experience I've heard. I mean, you know, even for example, the Valley has a predominantly Hispanic population. So I don't know. I mean, this is California. Now let's go to the next review. I told you it's going to get saucy in here, okay? I've been living in Palm Desert for 6 years. Summers keep getting hotter, longer, and smellier. Talking about smellier? What smells? Maybe they need to check their house for some mold or something. It's now getting crowded and crime is up. When I moved here, I thought it would be my last stop, but now considering moving. You're going to find a common theme with the poor reviews that people just don't like the heat and they should have reached out to a good realtor like myself. So by the way, shameless plug, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the area, I help people every single day from YouTube and I'm going to give you the honest truth. And that's what you need when you're buying a house, okay? I just had to do that, all right? This is why I make these videos. They're fun, but you know, I want to work with you. So the crime aspect, I would say, you know, I feel very safe. We've lived in non-gated communities and gated communities, non-gated and gated, if I said that correctly, all around the Valley, and I haven't had issues with crime. I mean, and to give you some background, I grew up in San Clemente. We always had homes out here, so I've been coming out here since I was a kid. So I'm 33 now, and I even lived in downtown Los Angeles on Skid Row at my family's mission, helping the homeless. So, you know, I've seen dangerous areas, and I don't think the crime's that bad here. And it might be like cars getting broken into. I mean, I have a Ring doorbell, okay, and I could see what's going on in Palm Desert and some of these neighboring cities, and you know, there might be people that are like checking cars that they're unlocked, but I don't think it's that unsafe. So let's go up to very good, okay? Let's see if we agree with some of these. All right, that's a long one. The main flaw with Palm Desert, and this is interesting. The main flaw with Palm Desert and the Coachella Valley as a whole is that it is a smaller area. So this is reviews, right? So reviews are opinionated. You know, one person might say tomato, one might say tomato, you know, apples to oranges, caramel. You get what I'm saying. So most people I tend to find, they like that the desert is smaller. That's one of the attractive qualities about it, because it's not like a big city. Everyone knows each other or knows someone who knows another person who knows you. This person must have been here for a while. If someone is comfortable with that, then Palm Desert is great. However, if someone has trouble dealing with that, the city is not going to be the best fit for them. I personally love this because there are some realtors in town. I'm not going to name names, not many. I would say 90%, 99.9% of realtors here are actually pretty awesome. I love working with them because a lot of them are in their 60s. They're experienced, or not even experienced, because a lot of them, it's like a second job after retirement, but I would say more mature, you know what I mean? So I like that I know generally most of the realtors here in the Valley. So like if there is a bad one, you know, I could give my clients a little warning, like a little, like a heads up. I mean, and you know, the good sort of weeds out the bad, if, you know, so, I mean, if someone is like, you know, a terrible neighbor or something, you know, the whole neighborhood would know. So I like it. I feel like people here look out for one another, and it's nice small town feel. It's still not that small town, so I don't know what they're saying. It's not like a population of 5,000 here. I think the population of Palm Desert's like 50, 70,000. I mean, it's a lot of people. So yeah, but that was interesting. Let's look at the excellent reviews. Are these reviews as good as people say they are? Okay. I've lived in Palm Desert all my life, and now I'm raising my son here, which has made me appreciate how family friendly it is and how good the schools are. And while the nightlife might not be the best, I don't mind as much anymore. This is true. You know, if you're looking for some good nightlife, probably not going to find it in Palm Desert, but I personally have a young family here, and it's amazing. Palm Desert Aquatic Center. My kids have been learning to swim there. My wife gets there within a few minutes. It's safe. Everything's convenient and close by. We could go to the grocery store in 5 minutes. You know, Sprouts is down the street. I mean, it's awesome. And I'd also say it's friendly to retirees. It's friendly to snowbirds. It is just a friendly, happy place to live. Okay. Let's see what else people say. Whoa, this is a big comment here. Let's get into this. Living in Palm Desert is like having it all and eating your cake too. Wow, this is a good review. This should be on my real estate website. Like living in the Palm Springs area is like having it all and eating your cake too. Palm Desert has a small town feeling with big city amenities. This is true. It is the center of the Coachella Valley. It's true. It's central. I talk about this in a lot of my videos, which makes getting places fast and easy compared to life in bigger congested cities. This is true. Palm Desert, although extremely hot in the summer, has beautiful weather 9 to 10 months out of the year, making it an ideal retirement community or second home. This is what I've been saying in this video. Okay, my voice goes pretty high, right? I'm not a singer. I wish I was, or I could like pull out some Michael Jackson moves on you right now. Palm Desert locals and visitors take advantage of the many activities and amenities. Wow, this is like, I should make a video just with this. I could like use this as a script. Hiking, sports, art museums, stage performances, and a variety of restaurants offering international cuisines. I mean, look at this. You can't beat the natural beauty surrounding Palm Desert. It's picturesque, sunrises and sunsets. We have lived here for 30 years. They've raised a family here. They've had a fulfilling life with their career goals. The only thing they would change in Palm Desert is if they could put up more shade structures with solar panels in all the parking lots, and to provide shade and collect renewable solar energy. That's genius. I mean, I think that really sums up the city right there. So I just wanted to say, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about Palm Desert, California, check out this playlist right here.